FFSpod podcast.
Dang, we were live. I was just thinking, Eddie, we're doing video now, and now I have to like look cute.
Oh, no. Being in studio was great. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. And the studio
Me too.
itself, I was very impressed. You got a great thing going there.
Thank you, you guys. We are the For Fact's Sake podcast, where Eddie normally says this part,
We take a random topic and Google facts.
so you don't have to.
Hey.
If you are a new mother factor who is joining us after our Charlemagne episode that we loved doing so much, what a great guest.
He was our first guest, and what a first guest. And it was like our one year anniversary kind of thing. And we did New York City, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of great facts. And if you want to watch the full video of that episode, you can on our Patreon. We have a Patreon. Oh man, so
That's
many
right.
cool tiers. Yeah.
So we have very simple tiers on Patreon. $3 if you want to be a tipper and just put, like a little $3 in our panties. And then for $6, you'll get 2 bonus episodes every month, including an after the fact of this episode you're listening to. So after you hear about Cuba, you can get some more. And we've also got 2 other bonus episodes already in there ready for you to listen to. And if you are in our $12 tier, you get all of the videos for the main episodes, all of the videos for the bonus episodes, and you get to watch us do a episode live before anyone else gets to see it.
Yeah, and I think it'd be a cool idea at the end of the episode. We kind of give a shout out to all our live watchers and be like, read some comments, read some of their what they thought of the episode. It'd be kind of cool.
Speaking of reading stuff,
All
I
right.
want to give a shout out to the people that leave reviews. Thank you for rating and subscribing. First 3, I love this. Birth control. I was like, whoa, you guys are such a good match. Eddie and his quick wit are my favorite. Love you guys. Next one is astrology in shopping malls. I actually really like that idea. And then another one is motherfacting trucker. Love y'all so much. WEEZY is the queen of Florida transplants. Okay. But this podcast is for real.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
It wasn't. I shouldn't have read this. But it said, nah, but this podcast for real is so much fun since I'm always on the road. Y'all do so much. Y'all should do an episode on music videos.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to all the Patreon people that our first week was great. We hit our sort of personal goal for that. And it's going to be fun building that community as well. And we highly recommend it. So go to our Patreon. The description, the link is in the description of this episode. Okay.
Let's
Get into Cuba.
Into Cuba. Oh my God. We said it like twins. Now, Cuba. Eddie and I have both been to this country. I have actually recently went. It was one of my last trips before COVID. I went last year in January. I'd been before that, and I learned so much about Cuba. It is in the Caribbean. It's the largest country in the Caribbean. Or it's like, I was gonna say, I don't even consider it the Caribbean, but I guess it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's east of Mexico.
It's so close to America. When you look at a map, you're like, holy fuck, it's right there.
Yeah, it's so if you guys have ever been to Key West, I hope this isn't one of your facts, but like
No.
there is a place there that says the southernmost point in the US. And it's literally where Cubans come in when they're fleeing their country. Like it's like super close. I think it's like literally it's less than an hour and a half on a flight from Miami. But something I learned about Cuba that I found really interesting. There are so many Black people in Cuba.
Oh, yeah.
And more than I thought. Like when I got off of the plane and I saw a dude with dreads speaking Spanish, I was like, look at him. I can't believe this. Now, what's interesting is on Wikipedia, it says that 9% of Cuba is Black. There's no fucking way that's true.
Bro, in Cuba, there's
I would say more Black than, I'd say half and half, probably down the middle.
There's every shade of brown in Cuba. Every shade of, like, you got like slightly dark, you got really Black, you got like it's like the all-star game for Latinos and like Hispanics. It's just there's like every, and you know what funny thing is, when I was there, I didn't know what to expect because I've been to Mexico before and I've been to like Dominican, but it really is a time warp, man. You go back in time there.
So yes, this is true. And there's a lot of old cars you'll see, right?
Yeah.
Why are there so many old cars in Cuba? Whenever you're looking at people who are taking pictures in Cuba and they're posting all those old school convertibles, what the fuck? So I figured I needed to make this one of my facts.
Of course.
Now, American cars were imported into Cuba for about 50 years, beginning near the 20th century. And after the Cuban Revolution, there was no more like U.S. embargo, right? So Castro banned the import of American cars and mechanical parts. So that's why the way Cuba is the way it is today. It's essentially a living museum for classic cars. Old American autos are often kept with running parts. Most of the cars are from the 50s with super old engines. The cars really don't even go that damn fast, so no one's getting a ticket. But the government has allowed pre-revolutionary cars to be bought and sold. It's just they do not allow nicer cars. Now, as of 2011, Cubans are now allowed to do it, but no one has any fucking money to do so because Cuba is such a poor country that, yeah. But here's how the car shit is interesting. A Volkswagen that's old from the 70s will probably cost you about $70,000.
Wow.
70,000. Yes. So the mechanics around Cuba, it's like wizardry. 60,000 American classic cars in Cuba. Half of them are from the 50s and the 25% are from the 40s and the other 25% are from the 30s.
Dude, I remember hearing about stuff about this, and I went there and I saw it. I was like, wow, here's a show idea. It's like the game. It's like the show Chopped. You know when they tell that show Chopped on the Food Network when they get like
you're gonna say yes.
Like open the basket. We have some licorice, squid, peanut butter, and chocolate. You have 5 minutes to make an order. You have 10 minutes to make an appetizer. You should do that with cars and be like, all right, the Cuban guy will win. You'll be like, okay, what do you got in here? We got
the Cuban guy will win.
We got some soda cans. We got a tire, and we got some electrical wire. The Cuban guy's like, okay, let's make a car, man. And just
now we have a mix of a Chevrolet with a I don't know what this.